she's nothing but tech, but she still talks on the internet. Playing close till she rolls out of bed. Originality's dead, now there's the consequences.
So if you're with us in the chat, welcome in. Happy Thursday. Ooh. Been one of those weeks this week. So if you haven't submitted your music yet, make sure you hit the link in the chat and submit via Nero. If you want to skip the queue, there is a paid skip queue if you want to do that. But that's totally up to you. Feel free to do that if you want. Feel free to not do that if you don't want to. We'll be here for the next 2 hours listening to music. Every 5 paid skips, we'll do a free skip. And the last 30 minutes, which I think we'll be able to do today, a full 30 minutes, hopefully will be dedicated to the people in the chat hanging out with us. We've got a couple priority subscriber or priority paid skips to start with today. But again, if you haven't submitted your music, make sure you submit using Nero. You can hit ! Submit at any point, and that's going to bring that up to you as well. All right.
Join millions who have already discovered
if you're in the chat, what's up? Happy Thursday. Let us know where you're watching from. A little bit quieter on the submissions today, which is not bad. I've been busy as shit, so I haven't been able to like really push them too hard on socials. And it's just like that sometimes on a busy week. But I'm excited because I've got my first distro release of the year tomorrow. So I've just been trying to get ready for that, get all my pitches out. And we'll get into this very shortly. I'm just finishing getting set up because, again, you know, sometimes on a busy day, it's hard for me to do the shit that I need to do in time for stream. Free, what's going on? We're live on Twitch and on YouTube right now. If you want to come hang out, we'll be live for the next 2 hours, listening to music, giving feedback as a community. We do this every Monday and Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It's really just about connecting with artists, getting to listen to your music, giving feedback, hopefully helping artists develop, playlisting songs, following artists, doing all that kind of stuff. But it's really just about supporting you guys and finding another way to connect with you over music. Kid Spyro, that is how you submit. That is how you skip. What's up? If you're with us in the chat, welcome in. If you're with us on Instagram, come hang out on YouTube or Twitch, because I guarantee you the chats will be more active there, though I would probably push you towards Twitch if I can, because Twitch is more fun, and there's more people in the community is a little bit more active in the chat as well. Bree, thank you so much. We've been doing this now since mid-pandemic, and it's been really, really cool just to connect with artists this way and kind of build a little bit more of just a back and forth about what makes music great, what I listen for when I'm playlisting things or looking for artists to sign for distro or playlist or any of the other things I work on or content. And I have signed about 6 or 7 artists from this platform to distro deals with Genius as well. So just know this is a talent incubator for me. This is a way for me to keep up with the stuff that you guys are doing, but also scout and find new artists that I believe in and that I want to work on and that I'm passionate about. So if you are in the chat, just know submitting your music, it's free. It's always free. You should do it anyway. Because even if you don't do a paid skip, like I'll be doing free skips throughout the stream. Once we get done with the paid skips too, man, like we'll just get into free skips for the rest of the stream. Today's one of those rare days where like we've only got like 24, 25 submissions, 23 submissions. Yeah, 23 submissions, which is not that much. I just been busy today, so I didn't really get a chance to like push through social the same way as I do other days. But that's a good thing for all you guys who are in the chat watching, because that means it's more likely that I'm gonna get to you guys and play some shit for free today. So, you know, it's good, it's bad. I'm already pressed. I'm here to find new music. I'm here to talk to you guys regardless of how many people are in the chat or how many people submit. This is really just about helping artists develop, helping find new artists, helping figure out ways that we can support you guys. So if you have questions about anything, feel free to ask questions about the music industry or anything you want in the chat. Lola, what's good? We're live on Twitch right now. But if you have music to send in, all you got to do is hit ! Submit. Like I said, it's free to submit your music through Nero. This is where we handle all of our pitches through right now. And yeah, that's it. I'll give you kind of a rundown on who I am, what I do, what the point of this stream is as well. For anybody who's new in the chat, for anybody who's just joining us for the first time, if you are back and you've been here before, you obviously know who I am and what I do, and I appreciate you guys for being here, sending music in and being a part of the community as well. want to give the community like a couple more minutes to get in. So if you are in the chat, let us know what you've been up to this week. What are you excited about? Is there music that's dropping tonight that you're hype about? Do you have releases coming up? Let us know in the chat. And in the meantime, we'll give the Discord community just a couple more minutes to get in here before we get started, because I will give you guys a full rundown of what this is and what we do very shortly. But I'd love to hear what you guys have been working on. What are you excited about? I've got a new Masho single dropping tomorrow. If you've never heard of Masho before, we've actually played him on stream. So he's not somebody I found on stream, but he is somebody who came into the stream after I found him separately. This is Masho. You may know him from releases that he did with Western Estate. A big song called Fresh Air that was, you know, a pretty big song for Western Estate as well. But also just his whole discography is very sick. You can see I've got quite a few songs saved myself. This is our first release with him tomorrow, so I'm super fucking hyped. Damn Risky's got a show tomorrow. That's sick, dude. Where are you playing? Let us know. I mean, fuck it. While we're here, I'll play this Masho song for you guys, because I'm really hyped about it. And it drops tomorrow, so today has been, like, so busy. On release days, release weeks, my whole week is just completely dominated by pitches, follow-ups, making sure that we're getting the songs to the right people on the DSP side and on the curator side as well. So I'm very excited about this one. Maybe because I've worked really hard on it this week. Maybe just because I really like the song. I think it's a mixture of both. But this is Eyesore. This one comes out tonight at midnight. This is going to be our first release with Masho from North Carolina. It's also cool because he lives like 5 minutes away from my parents in North Carolina, which is a rare thing for me. I don't really find that many artists from like Cary, Raleigh, North Carolina that are tight. So Neb's got a show tomorrow too. Oh, look at you guys on the Friday night shows. That's good. This is Eyesore. This drops tonight. Pretty hype about this one, I'm not gonna lie. I'll put a quick pre-save in the chat for you guys too if any of you fuck with it and you wanna support. Your support is appreciated. Fucking crazy song, guys. Alright, we're gonna get started here very shortly. But if you want to go save this one in the chat. First time performing in Austin. Are you there for South by, or are you just going for fun? I'm a little bummed I'm missing South by this year, but also at the same time, I got so much fucking work to do. So, Damn Risky's out in DC at Float Social. Damn Risky says this is fire. Yeah, let us know what you think of this song. I always like to know what you guys think of it. I'm pretty hyped about this one, though. And this is just the first of a whole EP that we'll be dropping with him as well. Norbar on 6th Street, says Nebs, for his show tomorrow. Hey. Hey. Yeah, I've been listening to this one on repeat. I gotta be honest. Like, I've listened to this song a lot in the last week. When I'm writing pitches too, I'll usually have like the fucking song just on repeat, so I can really get a feel for the song and know what I'm pitching for. You know what I'm saying? Performance and South by too. You're gonna have a great time at South by. I don't know if you've been before. It's great networking. So just make sure you connect with everyone. Leave the ego at the door. Talk to as many people as you can. Try and exchange contact with as many people as you can. Just get what you can get out of it. Devious Minds, what's up, my dude? How you doing? Happy Thursday. I hope you've had a good week. We're just listening to the new Genius Distro release I've got coming out tomorrow. It's our first of the year. Masho is the artist out of North Carolina. If you want to go check in with Masho. I know, it's already March, bro. I can't believe it. The first 2 months have gone real fast. And we're about to start to get into rollout mode now, which is exciting for me. Spent the last couple of months just signing artists, sending offers out, checking in with everybody and trying to get the schedule together. But we're about to hit the ground running this month with Masho, and then we've got another song from Antone Now coming as well this month. I've got new Vera dropping this month. I've got new Schloob dropping in April. I've got another artist that I'm looking to sign and lock in with that's going to be dropping their project from April through July. We've got the Masho EP running through July or through June. So it's just, you know, look, we got a lot of cool shit coming down the pipeline, and I'm excited about it. That's my thing, though, is I'm really just trying to sign artists and sign music that I really love. So, you know, like, if I've signed it to Genius Distro, odds are I already fuck with it. Anyway, let's get into it. Like, obviously, you guys are here for a reason. We don't have to talk about my work the whole time. But for everybody who is just joining us for the first time, welcome in. My name is Kayvan. I am the director of music distribution at Media Lab, which is the company that owns both Genius and WorldStar Distro. So I work on the music distribution side of both of those companies, signing artists, but I do more than that. I manage artists. I've been managing artists for the last 10 years of my career. Been in the music industry for like 10, 11 years now. I've worked in live touring at CAA as an agent's assistant. I've been managing artists, like I said, for like 10-ish years, 11 years. Helped generate over 50 million streams independently for artists on the management side, and then another 40 million on the distro side in the last 3 years as well. I also worked on the media side of Genius for the last like 8 years or so, doing things like Verified. Launched Open Mic, which is kind of my baby at the company. Did interviews with Deconstructed, Framework, really all of our interview series I've worked on. I've done branded content, I've done live events, I've done a little bit of everything. I've been a publicist at times, I'm a DSP pitcher, I'm a curator pitcher. I do a lot of different things. So I produce music too. I'm a classical violinist, I've been an artist. I've done many different things. So I've spent like the last 15, 20 years of my life just dedicating everything to figuring out the music industry and working in it. And also supporting independent and emerging artists through things like the Kayvan's House platform, which if you don't follow on Instagram yet, you are fucking up a little bit. That is where we do all of our content to support the artists in the community, playlists, interviews, a lot of playlists, a lot of video content just to highlight some of the songs we find here on stream, but also in the comments. So if you do want to go submit
Monday
that,
and Thursday, I go
I
live
just
from
dropped. Well,
6
this is
to 8 p.m.
the
Eastern
Monday
time.
Thursday stream recap.
Here's some more songs.
I just dropped another songs from the comments piece of content, which isn't showing up right here right now, but you can submit for as well. Here it is. Go drop me a comment if you want me to go listen to your songs. I update that every single Thursday. We've got our At Home with interview series, which we just dropped a new one for this Wednesday with Luca, who's an amazing artist out of Harlem, New York. We got our Discover Monthly playlist, which is actually a little bit more like algorithmic. It's not necessarily something you can submit for, but you should check it out anyway. It's a good playlist. Our New Music Who This playlist, which updates every single Friday. If you want to submit for this, you can. All you have to do is put your music in my release calendar. It's free. You can put your music in there whenever. It'll be there. I'll go listen for it. It's the first thing I listen to on a Friday. We've got some live interviews that we have that are dropping still. I've probably got like 4 or 5 of these left to drop. But we just dropped one with Timio, who's another artist from our community in here as well. So look, lots of content to support you guys, to highlight you guys. That is the point of what we're doing on this platform here on Twitch, but also on the Kayvan's House page on Instagram. If you want to join us in Discord, it's free to be in the Discord. Our community playlist is going to launch a new update on Monday, and then we'll open up submissions for that as well. So get in the Discord if you want to submit for the community playlist. I love listening to you guys' music, and I love finding ways that we can support it. What we do here on stream, on Twitch, if I'm being honest, is listening to music and giving feedback. So obviously I work on a bunch of different playlists. People will submit music to me. I'll playlist some things. I won't playlist some things. And usually there's no discourse between me and the artist to be like, hey, this is why I didn't playlist this, or this is why I didn't put this in the thing, and end up supporting it, right? So this kind of all started as a way for me to kind of have that open conversation with you guys who are artists in the chat and be like, yo, like, I like this about it, but these are some things that I heard that maybe caught my attention and caught my ear in a way that I think could improve, and this is why I didn't playlist it, right? So it's free to submit your music. If you want to submit music at any point, if you're on Instagram, come join us on Twitch, because that's where you'll be able to, or just hit the link in my bio if you want to submit using Nero, which is a free way for you to submit your music. There is a $5 paid skip too if you want to guarantee a song gets played on stream tonight, but every 5 paid skips we'll bump somebody up for free, and that's just how it works. So if you want to submit music, it's free, just do it anyway. We'll be doing free skips throughout. I'll use my wonderful little spinning wheel over here to pick somebody at random from the submissions. And yeah, I'll be playlisting songs. I'll also be following artists from the Kayvan's House page. So just submit music. That's the thing I always try to tell people. If you can't stick around, if you don't want to watch, if you don't want to take part in what we're doing, that's fine. So let's make sure that you, we're going to ban this fucking bot really quickly. Banned. Get out of here. No spam in the chat. There's really only one rule, guys, and that's just to be respectful of each other. That's the one thing that I do kind of expect from anyone who's in the chat here. If you are giving feedback to other people who make music, just be respectful of the fact that they're putting themselves out there and doing this in the first place. It's very difficult, okay? So if you're not being respectful, I'm going to be disrespectful. It'll be a whole thing. But if you're being respectful, we're going to have a great time. We're going to find some great music. I'm going to be giving my feedback, but if you're in the chat, please let us know what you think of the songs as well. That is the point. If you're with us on Instagram, coming out on Twitch or YouTube, that's where you're going to be able to hear the music high quality. It's coming out through the headphones because I want everybody to hear it at the highest quality possible. All right, so let's get into it. We've definitely got submissions to get into today. We got a couple super skips. We got a couple paid skips. Just remember, once we get through 5, I'm going to do a random spinning wheel bump. So we're starting with Jay Savant and Jay Griffey today. And this just says me and my boy Griffey demo. So let us know what you think. This one's called Euphoria. And you guys will see how this works as we get into it. I think it becomes a little bit easier to understand. But if you want to submit, exclamation mark submit. If you want to skip, exclamation mark skip. That's going to explain how both of those things work. And yeah, let us know what you think of the song. This is Euphoria by Jay Savant.
What's the story here? Is it only just a feeling or euphoria?
Pretty solid start.
Are they in it for the killing and the glory? I don't understand this whole complex. I don't implore it all.
This is a new sound from Jay Savant for us. We've listened to a lot of his music in the past. I don't know that I've heard you do anything like this, Jay. What's going on, my Mayada? We're live on Twitch right now. Come through. Alright, let us know what you think in the chat. For me, again, this is my first time hearing Jay Savant on a production style like this. I've heard a lot of more nostalgic pop. I've heard a lot more like contemporary R&B. But this is my first time hearing something that feels very contemporary. Like, this is probably the most contemporary song that I've heard. That's Griffey right now. So is it Griffey first and then you? Either way, I fuck with this. I was gonna say, this didn't sound like your voice. Oh, yeah, bro. What's Griffey's, is it Griffey? It's Griffey, right? Griffey is the other artist on this. Okay, fuck yeah. The only thing that I would say is, like, in this mix, especially that one synth sound, it clashes with your vocal just a tiny bit. So I would maybe cut that out or carve out some more space just for the vocal to kind of punch through over that one synth a little bit more. But other than that, I really like the vibe of this song. And I would love to hear you do more music like this, bro. I do think it fits your voice really well. So that's all I'll say about that. Be with us on Instagram. We're live on Twitch. Come on. Come through. Come through. Oh. Okay, falsetto. If you want to, you can on PayPal. It's just hard for me to keep track of. That's the only thing. So if you let me know when you've done it, I'll super skip you. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if there's a way to go back and redo it. I don't think there is. You probably have to do a new submission. I don't want to make you double spend on that. So if you want to, you can. So Da Vinci, that's cool. Come hang out. Femishola, come hang out. We're on Instagram, or we're on Instagram. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube right now as well. Yeah, exactly, Eddie. That is the conundrum we're facing right now. If you're rocking with that one though, guys, official Jay Savant on Instagram. Make sure you go follow, and then umm.griffey as well on Instagram if you want to go follow Griffey. That was really dope though. I will say, like, first time hearing you on like such a contemporary production style, it felt really, really current. It felt really new. And I think it fit your voice as well. Like, I know we've talked about like the more nostalgic pop stuff. That's maybe not my favorite pocket you get into. The more contemporary R&B stuff I have really been enjoying. But I think this was really cool because it was so unexpected from you. I've just really not heard you do anything like this before. So I really fuck with it. The one thing that I would point out is just making sure that your vocal cuts through properly in the mix. And the only thing that I would say that I didn't hear on that one in this case is just that aspect of it. Spiral, I bumped you up, bro. You're in there now. All right, Asphyxia by Sophia up next. This is a completely new one. Oh, no, Carolina Oliveros. Sorry, this was coming from Sophia. But this is a Barranquilla, Colombia-based... Oh, no. Based in Brooklyn, but from Barranquilla. Sorry, you guys are going to watch me fucking butcher everything here. What's up, Dr. Hewitt? We're live on Twitch right now. Come through. I got you, Kid Spyro. I bumped you up. You're in the super skip queue now. Was that right? Barranquilla. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you, Eddie. Bruh. The master is a little bit quiet, but the fucking vibe of this song is amazing. So, because you PayPal me $10, Eddie is the founder of Nero, so he's gonna refund you the $5 that you spent on Nero, and I'll just keep the $10 that you sent me on PayPal. So we'll refund you $5 so you're not paying $15. That's what we're saying. We're fair in here, bro. Come on. We're for the people. So this is beautiful. I feel like Sophia's been sending over this really, really sick. Everything you sent over, I think, has been dumb hard. I definitely saved and playlisted this pretty much immediately. Let us know what you think in the chat. I don't speak English, so that I don't speak English. That's how you know it's been a long day today, because I literally just said the words "I don't speak English" in English. I don't speak Spanish, so I can't really comment on the lyrics. But vibe-wise, production-wise, like, there's something really cool about this. Kenan, what's going on, bro? We're listening to Asphyxia by Carolina Oliveros right now. You can follow Carolina. Oh my God, you can follow Carolina with 2 A's. Carolina_Oliveros on Instagram. Yeah, I love this. I really do. And this is only the second song that Carolina's put out. I fuck with this. This shit is a vibe. The tempo, it's like the tempo, the horns, like just the texture of everything is so nice. The video that I can see from the visualizer feels exactly the way that I imagine the song feels. And it's like kind of like the setting that I would low-key imagine hearing this song in. Definitely vibey. I agree with you, Damn Risky. Again, Carolina, 2 A's _Oliveros on Instagram if you want to go follow. I highly recommend it, just based on what we heard this, like, right now. I love that. Asphyxia. All right, up next, we're going to keep things moving. Hannah Montana, Kid Spyro, out of Australia. So we're going from Colombia/Brooklyn to Australia. We've already hopped around. If you're in the chat, let us know where you're watching from.
Oh yeah. Don't stop that shit, keep going.
Bro, Kid Spyro has been pretty consistently impressing me with everything that we've listened to.
Outside with the tech, tryna go and get it. I'm with the villains who be trapping at the track hole. We getting money cause we working our ass off. 2 hoes like Hannah Montana.
A vibe. Let us know what you think in the chat, but it's really crazy that I just don't hear your Australian accent at all in your music. So what's good? I don't really like the way you talk. With me every time I walk in. Why they mad they wanna hate on me? Hey. Back then they were showing love. Talking voice very neutral. Look, you're from Australia originally, right? You didn't just move out there?
Fuck 100, won't touch me a million. No point just to trap out the building. Tap on what you mean that I killed him. Tap on what you mean by the dealing.
Born and raised in Australia, bro. Yeah, I don't hear it at all. That's crazy. Every other Australian artist I know, it bleeds into the music. Except maybe Kid Laroi. You know what I mean?
Don't stop that shit, keep going.
Actually, you know what? Even with Oshua, it doesn't really bleed into it as much, maybe. Gonna get it. Gonna be trapping another track up.
We getting money cause we working our ass off.
Like Hannah Montana. I like the melody on the Hannah Montana line. I mean, bro, this is so easy to listen to. Easily playlisting this when it drops. Just make sure you keep me up to date, so when it releases, I want to be able to playlist it. All right. What is this one coming out? Tears from West up next. Yeah, bro. Let me know. Seriously. I really fuck with your music. I felt this way every single time that I've listened to anything you sent over recently. Like, It's all really solid. It's all stuff that I would listen to. It's all got like a really nice feeling to it. It's got a nice bounce to it. Vocally, you've kind of found this like really cool pocket for yourself. And again, like your delivery is really solid. Like the melody choices are really solid. So it's shit that I would listen to just like naturally, honestly. If I heard that out in the wild, if I found it out in the wild, I'd definitely be playlisting and supporting it. So it's pretty tight. I'm glad you found your way in here. Kid Spyro 2 Eyes on Instagram. Go follow if you are fucking with that. All right. Keep up. SRD says it's hard. It is hard. I hope you mean the stream overall, but even if you just meant that song from Kid Spyro, I agree. I don't disagree with you at all. We've got LMK, Tis and West up next, and then Somebody Loves You by Mayada up after that. And then we'll do our first free skip of the evening. All right? Let us know what you think in the chat. Tis and West, let me know. AT Mix 202. Is this the same song we listened to the other day with a new mix? Let me know. Because you were pretty close on that one, I'm not gonna lie. What's up, Nick's Left Eye? We're live on Twitch right now. Thanks for the follow, Mayada. Yeah, this is different. I was gonna say, I know this is different. Hey. The mix on your vocal on this one sounds great, man. Solid writing.
Trying to keep it on tack, I knew from the start. Messing with you was a trap, baby, I can't front. Both know I'd still run it back. Girl, I want you, but no time for chasing, yeah. Girl, you know I want it 100, no one to chase it, yeah. Feeling you slip away.
Let us know what you think in the chat. I gotta say, bro, this is probably my favorite song we've heard from you so far. Feels like the right pocket for your voice. Feels like the most polished mix-wise, delivery-wise. I like the vocal layering that you're doing, and actually, it's pretty well done. Mihara says twerk some. Look. Yeah, you've gotten into some really good pockets on this one, man. I like this production style for your vocal as well. I feel the note in the chat about a little bit more variance with the melody. I don't think that that's a bad thing. More variation is always, I think, a plus, especially between verse and chorus.
Like it's just another day, distant memories. I'ma let them fade away. Locked eyes.
Is there music coming from my phone right now? Oh my god, my phone is playing music. I could hear it in the background. I was like, what's happening right now? Sorry about that. Yeah, I think where you need more variation is in the verses. Chorus is pretty solid as is. I really wouldn't change anything about the choruses. A little bit more variation in the melody and rhythmic delivery in the verses I think would help keep it interesting throughout. There's maybe moments in some of the verses where it gets a little repetitive. So I always kind of look at Future as like a great example of variation within verses. Same thing with Thug, you know what I mean? It's just the way that they try and deliver things, the way that they change their melody choices up. Sometimes the cadence, sometimes the rhyme scheme, you know what I mean? I think those are the things in songwriting that will help you have like a really engaging, especially more hip-hop leaning pop song. But I will say hook-wise, really solid. Mix-wise, that's the best mix on your vocal I've heard so far. So I got to applaud you for that as well. And then from a songwriting perspective, I really liked the hook on that one. I think that was probably your strongest hook that we've heard so far as well. If I'm really like being real about it, like I just think overall that feels like an improvement over some of the other stuff that we've heard in the past, and that's really the only thing I can ask for. So keep it up. Tis and West on Instagram, 2 S's. If you were fucking with that, make sure you go follow. We got Somebody Loves You by Mayada up next. This one comes out tomorrow. All right. So let us know what you think in the chat. We've got our first free skip of the evening coming up after this. So if you haven't submitted your music yet, make sure you go ahead and do that so that we can put you in the drawing. All right. We're finna go to the spinning wheel in a second. This is tough already. Mayada on Instagram. This is beautiful. Oh. Can you just put this in my release calendar too? This will go on my playlist tomorrow, easily. I love this. Got a corresponding line dance. What? Are you still based in Minneapolis? I love the all the colors in all of your photos too. This is sick. Let us know what you think in the chat. But for me, this is amazing. Yeah, you just made a fan for sure. Tamrisky says reminds me of Ladisi. Oh, it's, Do you play the guitar and then like do you produce as well? I saw you play guitar, but I'm just curious. See, we got some mutuals too. Shout out to Dame. Do you produce but didn't produce this? That's fine. It's still awesome. It's so for me the vocal arrangement, perfect. So amazing the different rhythmic layers you have going as well. You have the more legato kind of like vocal backing, then you have the more staccato ones layered on top. It creates this really nice kind of like atmosphere to be in while you're listening. Yeah, you should be proud of this. It's really amazingly done. I would go ahead and say we still got one more stream before I make the next songs we found on stream content. But I will say this is probably likely to get included in the content because I really like this a lot. It's really sick. You know what? Like, I don't have a single note on this other than I just love it. And I need more. I'm going to dive into the discography a little bit more and listen to more of your music. Mula Moss was good. Oh. Oh. What a nice section at the end here, too. All right, this is going to go crazy at live shows as well. Just even with that section towards the end, like I can already see it. I can already hear it, that being the moment. You know what I mean? Like when you're up on stage, getting everyone to sing it back to you. That's so cool. I'm so glad that we just found you and listened to you on stream. Mayada, Mayyaddda on Instagram. It's been so much fun doing it live and teaching the line dance. I bet. I really like that one. Like, please make sure you put that in my release calendar for tomorrow. It's purely just so I don't miss it. Because I'm definitely going to support that in playlists. It's just right up my alley. Like everything that I like about music was included in that song. Great job. Like really amazing job. All right, first free skip of the night. Who's it going to be? We kind of crazily just don't have that many tonight, which is sick. That means we're going to get a bunch. Yeah, sorry. If you are on fucking Twitch, you are going to get ads. If you subscribe, you won't have them. If you want to go watch on YouTube, it's also free for you to watch on YouTube. Though I will say, and I'm going to say this again to everybody who is watching on YouTube right now, sorry, I'm not checking the chat as much because it's really hard for me to get to. It's kind of there in my multi-stream chat, but I haven't figured out how to pull that into my dock yet so I can really keep track of it. So I'm sorry. I know you guys are here. It's just hard as fuck for me to like actually check on it. All right, it looks like it's Goldie Bronson who's getting the first like super skip free bump of the night. This one's called Time Crisis. New release coming on April 18th. Let us know what you think in the chat. Oh, I don't know. That's weird. I don't know what to tell you. That's weird, bro. All right, this is Goldie Bronson. Let us know what you think in the chat. Yeah, seriously, Mayada, you're sick. No, we both messed up in the past. Were we even meant to last, but why you wanna fight all night just to make up in the morning? Just to make up in the morning. I kind of like this. The one thing that I would maybe point to and just call out is that the vocal tone is like a little nasally at times. So trying not to sing through here, but making sure you're singing from like your actual like diaphragm would be the advice that I would give just from a vocal perspective. Mix-wise, I do think that the lead vocal could come up a little bit. And I think with the layers, the way they come in and out, It's good in theory, but can feel a little messy at times. I think that's mostly to do with the leveling. Mulama says he likes this.
All that I have, I'll give to thee. Told me nothing comes without cause.
If you're fucking with this, Saint of Saints and Scholars on Instagram, make sure you go follow if you're rocking with this one.
Told me nothing comes without cause.
These singers tonight are cool. Look, we get all kinds of stuff in here. I love that about this stream. We get all kinds of music. Never know what you're gonna get in here. Daryl the Great, what's up? If you guys are in the chat and you want to submit music, it is free. Make sure you submit using this link in the chat. I do like the idea here. I think the execution needs a little bit of work. I would also say that when this guitar solo section kind of comes in, it feels like a little messy as well. It's just a lot happening, you know what I mean? So I think just finding a little bit more balance between the different elements, especially in the production, and the vocal is maybe the thing that I hear the most here. And I just think with a little bit more polishing, this is gonna feel more finished and maybe a little bit more like arranged properly than it does at the moment. So I don't know. I don't know. It's tough. Like it's hard to be like, oh, there's like a couple different things. But I think for me, there's a couple different things that catch my ear that would maybe stop me from playlisting that. And I think the first thing was maybe just the elements of the vocal tone and the delivery where it does just get a little nasally and maybe sounds a little whinier than I think you were going for. And that could be in the EQ, that could be in the mix. That might not be in the actual vocal delivery itself, but it's something to think about. And then the other thing that really caught my ear in that way was probably also just that the arrangement between the guitar when it came in and the drums, and then the different vocal layers, the way that they come in and out of each other. I think there just needs to be more emphasis on the lead vocal, and then that background vocal, it can be there and maybe processed differently so it doesn't sound exactly the same as the lead. But I think when it sounds exactly the same as the lead, that's when it gets a little messy and starts to clash a little bit. Kenny, my bro. No, it's not subs to skip the line anymore because that got too expensive and I hated it. So we actually switched everything over to Nero. Shout out to Eddie Mick, who is our founder of Nero in the chat. A longtime community member, but somebody who invented this platform as well. So now we do everything through here. It's a $5 paid skip instead of doing a subscription. So instead of it being fucking, it used to be like it got up to like $12, I think, with Twitch to do a subscription. So we brought it back down. So there's a $5 paid skip. There's a $10 super skip if you want to get to the top of the queue. Here's all the instructions in the chat. But I'm hyped, bro. I can't wait to hear what you've got for me today. We are going to go next, though, to Eben, who's an artist out of close to Toronto, in Toronto, definitely Canadian, who we've been listening to recently, and he's so fucking sick, dude. I'm such a fan of what we've been listening to so far. If you like 10 Day, if you like any of those like dark R&B kind of artists, it's got a little PND in it. I think you'll like this a lot. This one's called On My Sleeve. Let us know what you think in the chat. Oh, we got the fucking... the release calendar's right here, but you can also find it linked in my link tree on my socials as well, Mayada. But it's just a Google form, and all I need is a link to your Spotify profile, not the song. I'll go find it tomorrow. It's just as a reminder for me so I don't forget, though.
How you feel?
Yeah, bro, this sample flip already.
The way that he wears your name.
What was it? What's that? Do the Unthinkable, Alicia Keys?
I don't care
Great song.
your type at all.
Yeah, man. Eben, bro.
You never change.
I've been gushing about this dude. Every time we listen to a song, I'm like, holy shit, this guy's got it. EB3NNN on Instagram.
Got me cheated.
Let us know what you think in the chat. The kicks may be a little heavy on this one. That's the only thing I would say is just like mix-wise, you could bring the kick down a touch just so it doesn't hit quite as hard. But
You left something new behind when you
this Canadian R&B sound's been dominating for the last 10 years. I love it. There's something so nice about it. It's so distinctly the Canadian up north sound too. But I think this dude does it really well. I don't think everyone does it well, for what it's worth. There's plenty of people who are very boring when they do it. Let us know what you think in the chat. He's also just got a really nice vocal tone. Again, EB3NNN on Instagram. Willamas' fire voice. Yeah, somebody did submit the song before it came out. Or maybe not the one with Cairo. I don't know if we listened to the one with Cairo. We listened to one... I think we listened to another one that didn't have Cairo on it. But feel free to send it in, bro. I've been playing soccer with Freddie like every week, so Freddie keeps me up to date too. Yeah, it says slow twerks. That must be extremely slow, because the tempo of this song is extremely slow. I honestly can't even imagine how slow that would be. Shinobi, what's up, bro? Eben, EB3NNN on Instagram if you're rocking with us. This is sick. This is the shit that I'm putting on in the car while I'm whipping around from city to city. Just like trying to stay awake, singing along in the car, like just belting out to this. Like, I love this. I also love that Alicia Keys song, so just know if you sample that song, I'm gonna fucking enjoy it. Yeah, from city to city with my wife. my wife is the biddy in the car. She might be asleep by this time of the drive. You know what I mean? But the song's playing. It is a really good sample. It's really well flipped in this song. It's subtle. It doesn't dominate the song. It's there in the back. Respectfully. Yeah, respectfully. My wife. Look, I'm gonna be real. That's the only person I want next to me in the car, alright? Really, really good shit, man. Eben, EB3NNN on Instagram. I've been like, I just been tapping in with this dude. Like, three streams in a row, we've listened to songs. I hit him up. I was like, yo, bro, we just got to talk. I want to learn more about you because this music is hitting for me every time, man. All right, Take My Apology by Moss up next. This is his new song from his latest session. He wants to know what you guys think, so let us know if you're in the chat. I've been fucking with Moss, too, honestly. It's been a bit of a sleeper. Some of the masters have been a little bit quiet. But I will say everything that we've heard that's new that isn't out yet, we've really enjoyed. And he's got something, man. He's got something. Let us know what you think in the chat. And Diva, welcome back. We have changed up the submission a little bit, so make sure you submit and check out the new skip information if you are looking to do that, all right? Crisp mix on this one, bro. And DB, you subbed. We'll give it to you anyway, bro. Just let me know when you submit it and I'll go find it, all right? No. Sorry, that was my fault. That was my bad. That was my bad. Why do I got all this pride? I thought I put it all aside, but now the call is dry and I don't really mind. You do, bro. You do. I appreciate that. I think by how the time is always right. So please allow me to apologize. If I don't do it tonight, then never mind. All right, so I will say, vocal mix is the best it's ever sounded on this one. It's crisp, it's in the forefront. The drums and everything sit in a really nice place. What I am hoping you will do on this one, more ad-libs, more vocal layers. I feel like that's what it needs. But considering you just did this, and this is like a new, damn it, Tuesday, bro, you didn't even need to do that. I appreciate you, though. Let me know if you put a submission in there. We'll make sure we get you bumped up. Hey. Again, this drum pocket's really nice. I feel like you've got a really, really good ear for like the right drum pocket on the production. And I like that. So I started speaking my mind, telling the truth. Love this sung part as well. I can't explain it. I got my own arrangements with God. I hope he keeping his regards on me. I hope he hearing this apology. Got the Prime sub, bro. Oh, okay, well then that's fine. Feel free to keep giving you a Prime sub. It's free if you've got a Prime sub, so I'll take that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my dude. Take my apologize. Overall, man, this one's cool. I will say, of the songs we've listened to from you, and like I've been impressed by the album you put out. I will say, from the last album you put out to the new stuff that you've been sending over, That's already kind of an improvement that I hear. I like it. Tucker Josie, what's going on? Sosa says W vocals. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm fucking with this one from Mula Moss, man. If you like this, make sure you go follow Manny_Moss_ on Instagram. What's up, Lex? We're live on Twitch right now. Come hang out. We'll be live for the next hour and 15 minutes. Listening to music, giving feedback, playlists and songs, following artists, and supporting independent talent, because that's what we love to do. This track's definitely a vibe. Manny_Moss_ on Instagram. That one's called Take My Apology. Just demoed it. This just happened in a session the other day. So I fuck with this one, man. Again, highly encourage you to keep it up. Like everything that you've been sending over recently, and I've said it like 4 times already, I've been enjoying. Yeah, bro. I hear you kind of locking in on the style, and really the only thing that ever stood out to me about the stuff that you put out was just the master and the mix on them. But I think like if you can get that down, which it feels like you're getting closer to it. You know what I mean? Like it's just like I don't see a world where people don't fuck with it, because like you do have a really good voice, and like the pockets you get into, delivery style, the writing, it's all really solid. But yeah, I just think the only thing that I ever really heard was the mixes. So keep doing it. Loverboy says I'm finna send the next R&B hit. Look, if you're gonna say that, it better be a hit. I say this to anyone who comes in here. If you get in the chat and you tell me you're gonna send over a hit, it better be a fucking hit. Goldie, we did listen to it. You can catch the VOD on YouTube as soon as I get off tonight. So in like an hour and 15 minutes, you'll see it, all right? All right, Damn Risky, YKTV, SRD, and Damn Risky. Unreleased joint from Risky and SRD's up-and-coming tape Synergy, gearing up to drop top of April. Songs produced by Face God and Damn Risky, representing the Chum Season Collective. Chum Season is a crazy name for a collective. You know the vibes. Let us know what you think. Bruh, me too. The spreadsheet was killing me. And I don't have to arrange the queue myself anymore, which is lit. Let us know what you think. Sosa said I sent an R&B, it ain't a hit. I'm dead. Eben, you back again, man. We got another one from Eben. I'm not mad. You guys are sick. I'm happy every time we hear an Eben song. Yo, Eddie. One thing that might be cool to add is if people can add in multiple socials, so it doesn't just like turn out like one weird one that doesn't work. Choose how you move is what chum means. Got it. It's not that weird when you explain it. Damn Risky 2 Ys on Instagram. It's got a nice bounce to it. Let us know what you think in the chat. I do think the vocals could come up in the mix just a touch. Especially when that one like whoa, sub comes in, or like synth sound. The only other thing I would say is we need some ad-libs. We need some like secondary layers in the vocal. That's the only thing. It's like the vocal feels a little lonely in there. Production's really cool. And I actually I like the vocal delivery. I like the styling of everything. If Brodo got a song called Chum Bucket, I'm gonna be mad. That's also a fair point. Alright, Chum Season on Instagram as well. And Risky from Chum. It's got a really nice bounce to it. Truly the only thing that I could say is like, I wish there was more vocal layers just to fill out some of the space around the vocal. What is it? Slim Rich 5? Slim Rich 5 _ as well for the other artist on this one. It's really a vibe. It's just, yeah, adding some of those additive details in the vocal around it, right? Ad-libs, doubles, maybe harmonies if you can. You know what I mean? Other than that, I do really fuck with what the feeling of the song, the vibe, and the direction you guys are going in. It's really cool. Your voices work well together. The production style is really cool, and I think it fits the type of music as well. It's really just some of those additive details around the vocal. And I only say that. Chum Swoosh, you did not have to gift 5 subs, though I do thoroughly appreciate the support, and thank you so much. We got another one from Eben up next, and then I think, we're at 10? So we've got like one more song, or I guess after this song, we'll do another free skip. Shout out to you for gifting those subs, man. I appreciate it. You guys are lit. I'm in my subway. It'll cut off. Did Tattoo Baby play yet? No, it did not. We're still going through paid skips right now, so if you do want to do a paid skip, feel free to. You can do that on Even as well. It's not on Even, sorry, on Nero. Whoa, whoa! If you skipped, you're in the queue. We'll do a free skip after this one, and then get back into the paid skips. I fuck with this too, Even. It's a little different from what we've heard, but it's still got the same aesthetic to it, if that makes sense. It's still dark R&B. It's still focused on this like really dreamy vocal. Such a nice vocal tone. Bruh, I'm not gonna lie. You might be one of my favorite R&B artists right now. Like, you're definitely up there with 10 Day for me, and I love 10 Day, bro. Like, 10 Day was, like, the one that stood out for me probably the most over the last couple of years. But you sit right in that pocket, and you might be very quickly becoming one of my favorite R&B artists. There's just something so nice about the way this feels. You know what I mean? Let us know what you think in the chat. Man, I'm fucking with this heavily. EB3NNN on Instagram, all right? Eben. Did we get a switch up right now? Yeah, we did. Okay. Oh! Okay, man, I fuck with this too. The only thing that I would say about this one is the vocal could come up in this mix. Especially on this section where the drums are harder, the subs are a little harder. I wish the vocal was up a little bit more, but this is very Weeknd-esque, bro. This is very Trilogy, like Sidewalks era, The Weeknd. And Sidewalks is probably my favorite Weeknd song, if I'm being honest. Shout out to the Kendrick feature on that song. Yeah, man, I fuck with your music, bro. Hell yeah. Look, man, Eben is really impressive, guys. You were just watching me in real time become like a genuine fan of an artist. And that's not to say you haven't seen it before, but like, I'm like just so blown away. Production was really clean. It's been like that. We've listened to like 5 songs in the last like 2 weeks, honestly. And it's just every single one has hit for me. And that's a rare thing. It's rare that every single song from someone will hit for me like that. Usually there's something that I'll hear like, yeah, you know, it could improve a little bit. I've genuinely not really heard that from Eben yet. It feels like everything's really high quality. All the writing's really solid. The melody choices are absolutely perfect. And it's just the tone of his voice, too. Like, it's really undeniable. All right, another free skip. Who's it going to be? I gotta stop. You guys are going to think that I have some sort of salt in the game with Eben. Teeb, Chum Season. You guys got another one. Come on. We got another Chum Season one. This is not the same Chum Season, right? This is a different Chum Season. Thunder Kiss. Let us know what you think in the chat. Oh, it's Boosted. Produced by Augie. Same Chum Season. The Spin the Wheel song kind of a hit, bro. I love it. I have it on random music. So it'll be different every time. Some shit up off my chest, I'm about to make a hit today. Gotta sit and lay, flip the light, you need Teeb. You know it's fucking Teeb. I came to work and come to play. She came to twerk and I'm in lane. I bust it down 100 ways. I do think the mix on the vocal on this one still needs a little bit of work. I like the kind of like grit in his voice. I don't know that the mix does the best justice for his vocal tone yet. I just want to talk to you. Your friend in the back, poppin' shit. Who she talking to? Promise I could. I do like the rhythmic element though, the delivery of it. That sub is maybe a touch loud. I like the distorted effect, but it's maybe just a touch loud still. Demonic, what's up? Welcome to the chat.
They Japanese, I can't pronounce.
There's maybe slightly too much reverb delay on the vocal for my taste. I can just hear it separately of the vocal. A vocal mix in the vein of Michi Darko would hit, says Kenny Ryu. I don't disagree. I think that's a pretty good reference point, to be honest. Yero! What's up, Yoso Roy? Hi to you as well. Yeah, we stream on YouTube and on Twitch now, Stu North. I gotta be honest though, I'm not checking the YouTube chat quite as much. And I don't see it in my little chat box the same way that I do with Twitch chat right now. So if I miss anything, sorry. But yeah, we're on YouTube and on Twitch these days. Jesus loves me? Thanks, I guess. If you want to submit music, make sure you hit this link in the chat. Sorry, you'll learn that I'm not a very religious person. You need Teeb on Instagram. Pretty solid, man. Cross White Albums, thanks for Nada from Connecticut. Crazy. I don't know what that means necessarily. There is an app that integrates both chats. I just need to set it up. Like, I haven't had time, if I'm being honest. That's why we have... Hashnane, what's going on, bro? We're live on Twitch right now. That's why I have the multi-chat set up on stream, so you guys can see the multi-chat on stream. It's just that, like, on OBS... I wish I could turn it around and show you, but on OBS, there's, like, a dock that I have in my OBS that shows me the chat where I can see it in real time, right? So it's easier for me to keep up with that chat because it's a little bit bigger, whereas the one that's on screen, because you guys aren't, like, the thing you guys don't see is I'm on one monitor, and my monitor is split into two sections. So on one side I have my OBS, on the other side I have my browser. So you guys only see this one part. I've like shit split up, so everything's a little bit smaller on one side. But I'm trying to figure that out. That's one of the next things I'm trying to figure out right now. Yeah, one monitor streaming is tough. I gotta get a secondary monitor. I have one. It's broken, so I can't use it. So I gotta get a new one. It's on my list of things to do. There's things that I gotta do to upgrade the stream and just make it a little bit better, and that's one of the things. That was dope, though. I mean, overall, chat, voting, everything. Come on, Eddie. Let's go, man. Top Model, Dizza Jedi up next. Song releases to DSPs at midnight tonight. Let us know what you think in the chat. We got another 5 paid skips before we do another free one. Oh. But yeah, that's why I have to, like, I'm switching between, like, 2 windows right now to just even check the YouTube chat. This has that GNX energy on the production. Super bouncy. I don't know if Dizza Jedi's in here right now, but I hope he puts it in my release calendar so I can playlist this tomorrow. Whoa. I actually fuck with this super heavily. Mix could be a little bit better on the vocal, if I'm being real picky. But I think what it lacks in mix, it makes up for in energy. Hey. The synth edition I wasn't expecting the further you get into it. You get to the chorus and the synth kicks in. It almost goes electronic a little bit when you get to this section. I fuck with this though. It's got a really good vibe to it, really good energy. If you are in the chat and you are trying to submit music, please just make sure you use Nero to submit. There is not another way to submit music for the stream, okay? Hey. I fuck with this. Dizza Jedi on Instagram out of Houston, Texas. Maybe the synth in the chorus is maybe the only thing that I'm not like crazy about. It catches the ear in a weird way, but not so much that I don't like the song, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like I still really fuck with the song. The synth is just unexpected, I think, for the subgenre of hip hop we're kind of in with this. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It just catches the ear. Very easy fix. If you were even to fix, I don't even know that it needs a fix. You know what I mean? It's just something that catches my ear. The picture of the song overall is hard. It's got a great bounce to it. You know what I mean? It's got that West Coast bounce. It's got that energy in it. The vocal sounds really good. If anything, it's just kind of like... Sorry, I thought I heard something. Yeah, it's just that one synth catches the ear in a strange way. All right, we got 2 from YJB up next. Where I've Been and Wake Up. Made yesterday. Wants honest feedback. Let us know what you think in the chat. What up, Afan? We're live on Twitch again. I know you popped in there the other day. We're live on Twitch again. Do this every Monday and Thursday. We're just doing live music feedback for independent and emerging artists right now. We're listening to YJB.
She just wanna know where I've been. I was on the road trying to run up
no socials is probably the first thing that I would point out. How are we supposed to support you, YJB? I don't even know if you're in here right now, but how are we supposed to support you? You got no socials. I'm not mad at this. It's super nostalgic. It feels like kind of the early, like 2006 to 2012 era of hip hop. Vocals a little harsh. Just EQ wise, I'll maybe dampen some of that top end a little bit so it's not as like harsh.
I do the dash right now, ain't no stopping me.
Kind of not mad at it though. This is the type of shit that I would have heard on the blogs go crazy in that era where like Lil Twist was like really big. Honestly, reminds me of Lil Twist a little bit. I don't know if you guys, you probably don't remember Lil Twist because he came and went. But let us know what you think in the chat. I can see this hidden for the right audience. Not sure if that's a compliment. The Lil Twist comparison is not a compliment. But I'm just saying sound-wise it reminds me of that era. And I think if you think back to that era, like when Lil Twist was starting to like really pop up on the blogs, it's like he was fucking everywhere. So like yes, in a sense. I wasn't a big Lil Twist fan, but I just remember like in the blog era, it was like, you know, he started popping up. And it was just like him and all the young Cash Money kids were just everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like from a production standpoint, it reminds me of that era of music. Vocally, I don't think it does. Writing-wise, I don't think it does. It feels like a good mix of like a more like 2000s era like production with a more contemporary vocal delivery, which I think is good. For me, the biggest thing is the mix. You know what I mean? Basic verse, catchy chorus with less work. Yeah, like I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like I've been a fan of this type of music myself and had it on my fucking iPod and listened to it a lot, right? I just think the mix thing was probably the biggest thing for me, is just kind of cleaning that up a little bit more. Wake Up next. This is also YJB, same artist, no socials. It seems like this might be the sound he's going for. Is that kind of like 2006 to 2012 era production? So stylistically, if this is the direction, I'm kind of not mad at it. I maybe don't like this beat as much as the last one, but there is a market for this. There is an audience for this as well. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to sit here and say it's not. Who's got a favorite sound? It's almost even like early Yachty, if I'm being honest. A little Soulja Boy reference there. Right? Like it's got that like early Yachty feel to it. I'm not gonna lie, this artist is kind of interesting. Like, it's not a sound that I hear all the time. I do think the vocal mix could be a little bit better. That's probably the one thing that I would point out on both. Is the vocal mix could use a little bit of work, but there's an audience for this. There's always an audience for this. What's interesting is like, even though the beats are kind of nostalgic of that like 2006, 2012 era, like it doesn't feel outdated for some reason. Like, I know sometimes I'll listen to stuff that's got like older sounding production and the production feels super outdated because of the sound choices. Although this feels nostalgic production wise, it doesn't feel outdated, if that makes sense. I don't think this guy's got socials, does he? Unless it's this guy. I wonder if this is the guy. No, this is a comedy artist. This is a comedian. Damn, I wish he was in here. I feel like this is all like super useful feedback. I don't know if he's gonna see this. YJV, where you at, bro? You put this in there and said made yesterday honest feedback, but I don't think you're in the stream. I don't know that you're gonna see it. I hope you see it. Overall, pretty solid. Vocal mix could use a little bit of work. I kind of like the nostalgic production. If you did, it's in the skip queue. We're in the paid skip queue right now. We got a couple in there. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're gonna do like 2 more, and then we'll do another free skip from the chat. Thank God, part 2, July Forever. July's been pretty solid. I've been on the fence about playlisting certain songs that you sent in, because there's been little things that have hit for me. Sorio, I would assume yes. If you've submitted, it's in the queue, and yeah, it's in there. So you'll be in the free skip wheel, and then we do 5 paid skips at a time, and then the free skip wheel, and then hopefully we'll get to the free skip section tonight. Yeah, sorry, because when people do paid skips, it pushes them up. But we have options. Like, I'm not just here to like make you guys pay. So I just can't guarantee we'll get to the song if you don't, because we just get a lot of submissions. That's all. And we do have a super skip as well, which is $10 if you want to do it. But that's again totally up to you guys. I'm gonna save this one because I low-key wish that you'd send this song in and like the songs in the comments shit too. Because this one really stands out. Though I do think maybe I put in... No, I didn't end up putting one in this time. Yeah, it is, Caro. I like this one a lot. Check the rhyme, my dude. Welcome back. Nice to see you. Reminds me of Spooky Black or Young Lean. That's an interesting comparison. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, July Forever has been a little hit or miss for me, right? Good Morning I really liked. Thank God Part 2 I really liked. There've been a couple songs that didn't quite hit for me the same way, but there's definitely something here. And I'm pretty excited to see more of his music too. It sounds like Major Jordan. You mean Majid Jordan? Or is Major Jordan someone I don't know? Okay, Majid. Yeah, Majid Jordan. I can hear that. Except Majid Jordan doesn't really have that like low register, I don't think. I've never heard Majid Jordan sing in a low register. Yeah, July's in the chat over in you. I guess he's here in the chat as well. You guys can see it. Yeah, melodically, this one really hits, bro. Like I said, I've been on the fence about certain songs. I've really liked certain songs. Other songs, there's been like little things that have maybe caught my attention that have stopped me from ending up playlisting it. But I will say the songs that I have heard that I really like. You know what I mean? And that's one of them. So July Forever, JULYFRVR on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that. Wrote this as a letter to an ex-girl. See, I don't know. There's something about that one, man, that stood out. Maybe it is that emotional connection to it and that like vulnerability that comes through. But I like that one. Phantom Troop, J Chromatic up next. I'm not from nowhere crazy. I'm from KC, Missouri. But I really... Oh, what happened? But I really like this. Let me know what you think. That was weird. It just skipped Ndiba up for me. Phantom Troop. And don't worry, bro. We listen to stuff from all over the world, so I'm not pressed about where you're from. I don't care about that at all. If you are in the chat, let us know where you're watching from, because I love to know where you guys are at in the world. And the more obscure, the better, if I'm being honest. I love that shit. J Chromatic, Phantom Troop. Let us know what you think in the chat.
Nigga, really a fan, dripping in water like a sea lion. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Interesting rhythmic element here in delivery. J.Chrome 9000 on Instagram. With Connecticut and Georgia in the chat? Come on. The time signature swap up is kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. It's got elements of that Atlanta sound, but it's also kind of interesting. I don't know. I do kind of like this. I mean, I'm a fan of the Atlanta sound in general, but this is out of Kansas City, Missouri. There's maybe like elements that feel timing wise they're not quite on. There's words here or there, there's lines here or there where the timing could be a little bit better. Generally, I enjoy this. Hey from Braga, Portugal. Thanks, Dad. flex on us all from Portugal, why don't you? Nah, there's definitely elements I like about this. There's elements that could be cleaner. Overall, I think I would like to hear more from this artist. It's hard to judge off of maybe one. He did use the hard R, but I think he's probably... It seems as though it's okay if he does that. You know, that's a creative choice. I don't even know what to say about that. It did sound like he used the hard R, but also at the same time, I think if I'm just thinking about it musically, like lyrically, yeah, maybe don't do that. Whatever. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. Yeah, he did. It's not the first time that I've heard an artist do that. If you guys remember Mario Judah, for example, Mario Judah historically had a very popular song that used the hard R. Hey, man, that's a creative choice. What do you want me to say about it? I wouldn't advise it necessarily, but like people have done it before, so it's not necessarily like as much of a shock now. It was maybe a shock when like fucking Mario Judah did it, and we were all like, "Oh my god, this is aggressive and kind of interesting," right? Yeah, like Mario, exactly. Like, what a time, bro! That was a completely different thing altogether. So yeah, like I don't know. Look, like if that's what you're gonna do, that's what you're gonna do. I'm not gonna sit here and tell people how they should write. There's definitely certain things that, for me as a music fan, I don't love when people use, like the certain lines, the certain words, the certain like just like, you know, cliche kind of like stereotypical things they say. Like I'm Asian. I don't like when people say eyes low like I'm Chinese. I fucking hate that. That's weird. I don't like when people use the F word, or like say any like weird derogatory stuff towards the LGBT community. I don't think that's cool. So there's definitely things that I don't like personally. At the same time, it's a creative choice that this artist made. I can't really tell him what's okay for him to say and what he's not okay with. Yeah, Judah did say it like a white man, and that was a crazy time. Only Jeremy Lin had a more expected rise and quick fall. I'm dead, bro. Not Jeremy Lin. Yeah, so like, look, like all kinds of shit will happen. Literally 2 weeks ago, one of my historically favorite artists of all time released a t-shirt with a swastika on it. So, you know, like we live in weird times. I don't really know what to say about it. I don't condone that or fuck with that at all. And it in fact made me say that he's not one of my favorite artists anymore for that reason. So like, look, like it's a creative choice. I can't really get behind it myself. At the same time, there was things about the song that I enjoyed. There's things about the song that could have been cleaner. It's mostly in the timing and the delivery for me than anything. Outside of that, there wasn't really anything too wrong with it. It was interesting to listen to, and it did catch my ear and my attention because of the switch and the time signature and stuff like that, too. Don't forget the request for an iced out necklace with this. Exactly. Yeah, fuck that. That's so whack, bro. Commentary. This is sound as a hazy atmospheric journey that blends dreamy melodies with raw motion. All right, this is a long description, so I'm not going to read all of it, but it's from Jay the Homie. It's called Commentary. Let us know what you think in the chat. Do we separate the artist from the music? I think to an extent, yes. To an extent, no. And like when it gets into the space of being really like damaging to people in real life, I think that's when we go. R. Kelly, I'm not separating from the music, bro. Like that dude was literally doing horrible crimes to people. I'm not gonna separate that. You know what I mean? I think it's a case-by-case basis, but there's definitely a line. And I think once the line is crossed, yeah, we gotta stop separating the artist from the music. People change. That doesn't mean that's who he was in the beginning. That's who he is now. Diddy's another prime example, exactly. I'm not about to sit here and listen and put money in their pockets. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Alright, let us know what you think in the chat. Commentary, Jay the Homie. And it's a personal, like it's a very personal decision to make too. It's pretty what you are comfortable with, but for me, certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Wow. Yeah, no, even Drake, bro, he's just a cornball. I mean, I can't. Don't insult the goat. Stop it, man. Stop it, man. Stop it. Come on. I wasn't a huge fan of this PND album that he did. It just felt like a Party Next Door album. It was fine. I'd rather hear him make that music than try and beef for no reason, though. I don't like it when he tries to like be a gangster. It's like, Drake, bro, you a wheelchair Jimmy, man. Like, just be who you are. This is kind of a vibe. The time signature is fucking with my head a little bit. I'm sorry, Fashola. That happens sometimes. We be talking in here. I was listening in my head even though I was talking. So I think while I do really like this style of music generally, I do think that the time signature that the production is in just is like, it makes it a little bit hard for at least me personally, and this is why I always ask what you guys think too, so we're all gonna hear music differently, right? For me, the chop here makes it kind of hard to get into like a rhythm of like really like bouncing my head to and like really catching that rhythm in the production, which also makes it a little bit harder in the delivery. And I will say this like as a disclaimer, generally, I am not huge on more abstract type music overall. I always struggle with it. I come from classical first. I do think that's a part of it. If it is a little bit more like out of pocket and in its own kind of world, I have a hard time getting into it. So just know that that's a disclaimer. That's a very me thing. I don't think there was anything wrong with it. I think the one thing that I would hear, at least personally for me, is it's a little hard to get into the bounce of it. And that's it. That's not going to be the same for everyone. That is just how it was for me. Was wavy. I heard it from Yoso Roy in the chat. So look, people are going to fuck with it. There's definitely an audience for it. There's a lot of people that are going to like that. I think for me, the only thing that really catches my ear, and maybe the only reason that I wouldn't playlist it, is just that it was a little hard for me to get into that pocket and get into that bounce from a rhythmic element specifically. Afraid and Deba up next. Mix is pretty much done. We're going to hit some electronic. We're heading to Miami. Let us know what you think in the chat. And yeah, sorry, if you don't want me to talk over your song, you got to tell me to shut the fuck up. But realistically, what you also have to understand is I'm sitting in a room on my own, music on, and I don't want to be boring for you guys. So I am going to talk over things because I don't want to be boring. You guys don't want to watch a boring person. I'm also not like, I'm not going to be like Kai Cenat. You're not going to catch me dressed up like Batman. Ooh. And Diva, bro. Come on, the sound design. The sound design. These synths are big, heavy. Bruh, I say this all the time about ND, but he just got it, man. Maybe you should dress like Batman. He is my favorite superhero. For what it's worth. If there was going to be a superhero I would dress up as, it would probably be Batman. That should be a channel reward. I'm not doing costumes, bro. I'm a serious music industry professional. You guys are not gonna get me in fucking costumes. Everybody will be looking at me mad crazy in my industry if I start wearing costumes. Rin says this is fire. I really like this one a lot. Sub goal. Put me in a costume, bro. I did dress up on Halloween as Cameron one year in the pink fur fit. It was so hot. Yo, Adiba, the drops on this are crazy, bro. You guys are really gonna try and get me. You guys are hilarious. You guys are fucking hilarious, man. Why not? Truthfully, I don't have enough fucking time. I get done with, I had a meeting 20 minutes before I got on stream, and then the next 20 minutes was setting up. I don't even have time to get dressed up. Parappa the Rapper, that's actually a pretty good one. That's easy. That's just a beanie. And maybe a dog mask. I'm dead. Andiba, Afraid, New Mix, bro. That sounds so good. If you guys rock with that, go follow Andiba, man. Look how early we are on Andiba. You guys are gonna fucking regret this. Andiba is on his way to being a huge electronic producer, man. Put it on Under the Clothes. So you guys want me to sit in on a Thursday. I have a legal meeting with our distribution partners, lawyers, and our lawyers. That's the meeting I have before this stream, is a full-ass, serious legal meeting. And you guys want me to wear a fucking costume on Zoom in this legal meeting. There's no way. There is no way. Illusion Hill is so bad. Up next. You guys are hilarious, man. Brea's in this group. They just dropped a new song with Cairo, who I love, man. My little briefcase. You guys are fucking awesome. I love this community. I've listened to this already today. Maybe we did get this already. I'm not sure. There's Bray looking all handsome in the front, man. I fuck with these guys. Shout out to Freddie. Shout out to everyone on the team. Shout out to Cairo. Like, this is just a talented collective of people right here. Also directed by Brandon Kim, and DP and color by Ian Anthony, who I also really like a lot, man. Yeah, these guys are sick, man. These guys are sick. Rabbits are sus. I had 2 rabbits when I was a kid. They're not that sus. They're not as sus as you think. They just don't do anything. Man, I already fuck with Cairo, bro. Those guys are sick. Here's Bray. We signed him to Genius Distro off here a couple years ago, and I just felt he's just a good kid, man. Such a distinctive voice, even with the format shifting. Yeah, you guys, you get like 10K in a day on this already. There's not a way to edit the submission, but you can just submit again if you want, party. I'm trying to get Nicole Hahn on an Illusion Hill song, bro. She's friends with like the Cairo guys already. We might have to get a Vera. You know what? We might have to get a little Vera feature going with some Illusion Hills. That'd be crazy. I think the Vera collab would be super tough. She's doing more pop shit too, so I might ask. I'm gonna talk to Freddie about it as well. Yeah, these guys are so sick, bro. I've been an Illusion Hills fan, but I will say the shit that they've been making this last year feels like such a step up from where they were at like 2 years ago when they first started. And I mean, that's gonna happen, right? That's the nature of like collaborative groups and just the chemistry. But this new shit is crazy. The story says I can picture myself buying hella stuff at Target while this plays. Like what? What are you buying at Target to this? Are you in the home goods section? Are you in the snack section? I mean, they fucking killed this shit, man. Shout out to Illusion Hill. Shout out to Cairo. I'm already a fan of both, so there's not really much feedback I have. But if you haven't been checking them out, you gotta go follow them. Illusion Hills. It's like, they're just like, they've kind of just got it, man. Like, look at this fucking aesthetic. Like, it just is, it's fun. It's youthful. It's like, it's just cool. This is H&M. Yeah, it's Urban Outfitters, actually. Dancing with a Mannequin. Before you start mine, I stand behind my statement that it's the next big R&B hit. All right, bro. Come on. It's very good music. They just make cool shit. I Love You, Cairo on the other side. These two are brothers. They're also sick. Go listen to their music. I'm actually a really big fan of theirs as well. But yeah, Illusion Hills. Love you. I Love You, Cairo. Go follow both. Very cool. Kenny, if you're sticking around, actually, fuck it, man. Come on. Come on. Oops. Give me a second, because I want to play this for Kenny before we move on to the next song. I know, I'm not supposed to do this. But guess what? This is my fucking stream, and I can do what I want. So you guys just gotta fucking deal with it, right? So you guys just gotta fucking deal with it, man. Hold on, let me find this fucking file really quickly, man. There's one song I want to play for Kenny, because this is the reason that I think that we should do a... Where is it, bro? No. Well, I guess this one. Yeah, sure, I'll play this. So this was actually for a pitch, bro. They wrote this for a pitch, because we were doing a K-pop pitch specifically. But this is the... Vera's trying to do more in this direction, so... This is why I'm like, we should do an Illusion Hills collab. And my wife wrote this also. This isn't mixed, by the way, either. This is demo. This is one of the artists I manage for everybody who doesn't know the context of this. Also my little sister. This wasn't the song I was trying to show you, but I do think this one kind of slaps. So we are like inching closer to the pop stuff and alt pop stuff. It's good for, yeah, that's what we thought. When we finished it, we were like, oh, this is a great K-pop pitch. So we'll see if it gets placed. But we're doing more like kind of in this space of like, you know, the more dancey, like, oh, this is actually the one I was trying to show you, bro. Who's on production? My boy Cheddar, bro. Shout out to Cheddar at Shifted Studios. Good ass dude. Make sure you hit him up. This is the one I was thinking of. There was like, I'm not even sure who we sent the pitch through, in all honesty, because it's one of Cheddar's guys who brought us the brief. But if you want to help at all, man, I'll send it to you as well. We're not gonna be mad if it gets placed anyway. I think I'm gonna pitch this one to RCA Kenny as well. But this is kind of the direction she's gonna be going in over the next couple of years, is shifting slowly towards this. I really like this one a lot. What up, Shmez? Shmez? Well, I'm gonna get back to your songs in a second. Sorry, I'm just vibing out. Yeah, this part's hard. Definitely gonna get her on a British drum and bass track. We have a couple that lean UK garage drum and bass as well. But yeah, we're kind of inching towards like more like pop, like traditional pop stuff. So that's why in my head I'm thinking like, oh, we got to do Illusion Hills collab, bro. Thank you. She does. We got a new song coming out March 28th. It'll be our first of the year. That one's going to be still more leaning indie pop. We're kind of working through all the indie pop stuff before we get to like the full pop stuff. But it's a story. Like, we're telling a story. We're kind of like moving towards it bit by bit, so it makes sense and isn't just a shock for everybody. Zahira up next is to come through. Back to your music. I'm told this is an R&B hit, so you guys let me know. You guys be the judge. Yeah, no, I'll hit fucking Freddie about it. I'm gonna go over to see Freddie at the office in a couple days, so I'll talk to him about it and maybe send him some shit. Okay, Zahira, the lover boy Drew on Instagram. You do sound really good on this, for what it's worth. Is that Omarion, says Yo So Roy? Come on. My baby girl, it's just us. You want all it in once. You're so wild, wild. Oof, great voice, bro. Really nice tone. How long is the queue? Right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paid skips left, and then we'll try and do some free skips after that. If you want to submit, that'll actually show you where you're at in the queue, Shmez. Bro sent a Chris saying Chris Brown song. Is this not a Chris Brown song, is it? Great vocal layers, great harmonies, so much movement in each layer. Beautifully done. You can do a super skip for $10 if you want. Are you in the UK, Shmez? Are you UK based? We do this every Monday and Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's just I get off work at 6, so I have to start then. Crazy vocals. These runs, bro. Yeah, just for reference, the super skip will put you at the top right now because we don't have any other super skips. So if you did want to do that, you can. Totally up to you though. I don't want to force it. We got a couple UK people in the community. He's great live. I haven't seen him live yet. But these runs are fucking next level, bro. Good shit. Hey man, don't say that. Oh, you perform with Brayon? Fire. Alright, bro. Hands up. It has the potential to be an R&B hit. So you did not lie to me, and I'll take that. It does have the potential. Now it's just about how you market it and how you get it out there. But I will say, purely from a musical standpoint, that's got everything that I want from an R&B song. Everything. You're singing, like really singing. The runs are great. The vocal arrangement is great. The songwriting is actually perfect for the style of music as well. So, snaps, it's very good. Marketing is key. but it's definitely got the potential to be like a big record for you. Daft new disc. Huge work in progress from Corserine. Yeah, he should definitely do some covers. That would help. Great singer. Corserine 3000 on Instagram. I will say, I say this every time, I thoroughly enjoy Corserine's style of production. It's so wavy, bro. Needs a guitar solo. Did you play all the guitars on this? Cover Love by Keisha Cole, that's a hard one. Sorry to sing that over the Corserine song, but damn, I love that song too. This is just such an easy listen, bro. Still needs a guitar solo. I low-key think you should do a synth solo on this and not a guitar solo. Personally. Needs a K solo, bro. I don't know. I don't know about all that. You guys can't make me sing you a song if you want. That's in my channel rewards points. I don't urge it, but if you ever feel like you have to make me sing a song, you can. You should get a keytar. I've always wanted a keytar, bro. Well, I guess that defeats the purpose, because you can't play the keys, but you can play a guitar. So that's actually the opposite of what you need. You need, like, a stringed synth. A stringed synth. I don't think that exists. But, yeah. Like, you don't need... If you had a keytar, you still wouldn't be able to play it. Sorry. Corserine 3000 on Instagram. All right, we got a beat up next from KayvanMD Bang, and this one's called Backseat Blues. I fuck with this producer, man. If you're looking for beats, if you're looking for a producer to work with, I highly recommend. Out of upstate New York. Keytar is a fire instrument. I've always wanted, bro. I would shred with a fucking keytar. I think about that all the time. Just up there like a fucking 80s synth god. Ooh. Oh my god, bro. A little quiet, but the sample's just a little quiet. Zahira might need this one, to be honest. Man, Kenny does make bangers, bro. I can't even pretend like he doesn't. He's like one of those producers who sends beats in, and I'm always just like, bro, like I could hit any type of artist on this. There's just so much space for a vocal. Like you could easily put a Kendrick on this. I love the snare and bass line. The master's is a bit quiet. I wish the whole thing hit a little harder. That's about it. Yeah, hats are nice. This like synth climbing up the scale is also a really nice touch too. Yeah, Jack on this would be really fire. I don't disagree with that. What's weird is though, I could hear like an H or like a fucking like Dave on it as well. You know what I mean? It's like, that's the thing is like, I feel like Kenny makes beats that like you could really put any type of artist on and it kind of would hit. Like it would just like, whoever's on it would shift what the sound felt like and what the song felt like. Mick would be fire, bro. I love Mick. Mick is so dope. KayvanMD Bang on Instagram. Go follow. Seriously, if you are looking for beats, tap in. I can't stress it enough. This dude makes crazy beats. Sosa up next. One for you. Let us know what you think in the chat. We got like 33 minutes left.
These bitches love Sosa.
We got 2 more paid skips, and then we'll get into the free skip section. We haven't been able to do one of these for a couple days, man. I haven't listened to it yet, but I fuck with Rizzle Kicks. I'm from the UK originally. I think I was still living in the UK when Rizzle Kicks really first popped off. And I fucked with Rizzle Kicks back then, bro. I've been watching the content though and keeping up with the story, and it's been cool to see them come back. Sosa, Haitian rapper, bro. Oh, sick. You probably charged him 6 racks for that. I just hit a Mick for a feature the other day, and that's what the quote was. Am I from Birmingham? Did you know that? That's where I was born, yeah. I was actually born in Birmingham, but I'm not from Birmingham. Zosa's been cool, bro. Sosa's been cool. This is the second Sosa song I've heard. Yeah, that was just a random guess? How'd you know that? Oh, you're from Nottingham? I grew up in Peterborough. So we're like kind of from the same ends, bro. Shmez. We're not too far. Ew. Yeah, it's disgusting there. I haven't been back since. Such a shithole. But yeah, for everybody who doesn't know, I'm from right here, bro. Nottingham, not too far. My cousins live in Stoke, so I'm usually in Stoke too, and that's a shithole as well. Yeah, but then Birmingham's right here, bro. I was born in Solihull. You live in Cardiff now. That's kind of fire. My dad was just there. He's in the chat right now in Portugal, but he was just in Cardiff a couple days ago. Yeah, this one's cool, bro. I also really like Census from Sosa, which we listened to last stream. This is a way different vibe from the other song we listened to. But I like this as well. Welcome to Knots. Rins, is that where you're from as well? I didn't realize you were from Nottingham. You guys held us to a 1-0 draw yesterday. You're from Birmingham, Rins. Okay, yeah. Young T and Bugsy. I do fuck with Young T and Bugsy. Butter Choke was cracking. Welcome to the chat. We're about to get into our free songs from the chat section. So if you guys are in the chat, make sure you submit, because we are going to do it soon. From Dublin. Oh, look. That's why I'm telling you, you guys are all over the world, man. This makes me very happy. It's me, Sosa, on Instagram. I don't really have too much feedback on this one. It's interesting. I think maybe the more bouncy, like Haitian compa and like inspired stuff really stood out to me. And that's what I really liked about the last song. But I will say your vocals sounded really good on that one. Like, it's a nice beat choice. You've got a good voice melodically as well. So there's really not too much feedback that I have. The mix was pretty solid. I think I maybe enjoyed the energy on the last one. I'm out here, Mr. Passport, if you get me. Bro, Born Star, Paolo, little IE hit up next. Let us know what you think in the chat, bro. I'm fucking dead. I love it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. When the UK fam get in the chat, it does make me really happy, because I just click with you guys. I just get it. Alright, let us know what you think in the chat, man. I'll tell you guys how the free skip section is gonna work after this, so just make sure you got your submissions in Nero, and then we'll get into some free skips in a second, alright? This is kind of solid as well. Sub is maybe a bit loud. It's a little overpowering on the vocals. That's maybe the one thing that I would point out. It's maybe not the most unique song I've ever heard. At the same time, I do like this. I listen to a lot of music like this. I playlist a lot of music like this. I got a soft spot for it in general. It is something I would listen to, so I can't say that it's not. You know what I mean? I think the challenge is standing out in this space in general for every artist who makes music like this. So that's going to be the challenge, is just getting people to listen to it. Marketing is going to be a big part of that. Considering this is Paulo's first song ever, pretty solid. Lil IE hit I've listened to before in the past. Also not bad. Don't just drop right now. Make sure you have a plan before you go into dropping. If you guys do have any questions about anything music industry related, feel free to ask in the chat. I've done a bunch of different things. I like run 2 distro companies right now, so like if you have questions about anything, feel free to ask. It's literally all I think about. I'm gonna save this song too. In here, bro, feel free. We're about to get into the free section. So wait, who is Paolo and IE? You guys are 2 different people, right? You're not the same person. Paolo produced the beat. Okay, fire. So IE is the one rapping on this. Solid. It is solid. The beat is good. The sub is a touch loud. You could cut the sub down like a dB or 2, and that's pretty good. Yeah, it's definitely hard, but honestly, you'll get a lot out of planning it out, man. And it'll make it easier for you to make the content and everything when you have everything else already packaged together to drop. because then you're not worrying about making it as you're releasing, right? So you have time to do the marketing and the promo and all that shit. And it is important. So that's the thing I'm always trying to tell artists. Like even now on the distro side, before I sign stuff, I want to make sure that the project is finished. Whenever this, oh, Devious likes the 808, so maybe don't even listen to me. I thought the 808 was slightly loud, but Devious is a producer as well. He fucks with the 808. This is why we ask you guys' opinion in the chat. Born Star, Paolo, and Lil A hit. I did add it to the playlist because it's 100% something I would listen to. All right, Lil IE hit. Sorry, let's get this. I think I already follow him on Instagram. Yep, Lil IE hit on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that one. All right, so we're about to get into our free section of the stream. This is the last paid skip that I'm going to play right now. So if you want to submit your music for this, or if you want to get pulled up into this next queue, you got to pay attention, all right? We're going to do like more of a rapid fire mode from now to the end of the stream. So like 20 minutes of rapid fire mode. We'll do about 60 to 90 seconds of each song. If you are in the chat right now, put your artist name in the chat only. I don't want anything else. Just the name of who you are as an artist and what you submitted under, all right? I'll be pulling people up. First come, first served. I'll be building that queue, so give me a second just to catch up with you guys as you're putting it in there. But make sure you put your artist name in the chat right now. We're going to try and play as many of these songs as possible and just get through as many songs as possible before now and the end of the stream. We'll still be giving feedback. We'll still be pulling up socials and following people, but it'll be a little bit quicker than we've been doing it so far, okay? Got it? Hit the road. Venus and Boy from Mars, our last paid skip of the evening. Looking to release a summer rollout. Any tips? Figure out what the story you're telling is. It'll help you figure out content if you know what the theme of the song is and what you want to highlight about it.
On the Thursday, getting ready for the weekend. I'm about to make some plans, about to get real live.
My question is this a fake country accent? Because I have a weird thing about when people do fake country accents where it just I can hear it and it just I don't like it. That's not that there's anything wrong with it, but I would just say like you don't have to do this country accent necessarily just to be country. You know what I'm saying? It's actually pretty solid songwriting. I'm just curious to know if this is actually the real voice. Because sometimes just leaning into your natural voice will make it sound better than trying to do the country accent. Schmez, bro. We got you. I'm glad you stuck around. You did do it right. Is it Jay Griffey? It is, right? Yeah. All right, cool. Anybody else? Anybody else want to get into the skip queue? Welcome to the chat, bro. I enjoyed what we listened to earlier. Meet_Venus Goddess on Instagram. I actually think the song is actually really solid. I kind of love the melodic aspects. I like the songwriting. The country accent threw me off a little bit. If you guys are country though and do have true country accents, then I'm not so mad at it. I mean, my biggest country is tough, right? It's not the most digital first. You're not gonna fuck up the vibe. Don't worry about it. Country vibes are pretty smooth. Country is a weird one because it's not digital first, but there are a lot of blogs that exist. It's just that those blogs are run by kind of racist people. Sorry to just like throw that out there. That's my experience. I did a country project last year and I was working on it all year, and that was the one thing that I kind of came back to. Was like, man, fucking hate these assholes. But tips, just like push it and try and go digital first and try and find your audience. You know what I mean? Don't feel like you gotta cater to like the country people. You'll find your people. I'm not mad at the twang. I just want to know if it's a real twang or not. They both have really nice voices though, and I think singing wise, like notes wise, it's all hitting. I like that there's still this hip hop element in the production with the hats. The layering and the back and forth is actually really nice, so I think you guys have done a really good job on that front. Is that the end of the song? Oh, there's just a minute of silence on the end here? Trim that on the bounce when you bounce it out. Because I definitely was expecting a full other minute of that song. I'm not mad at it. I'm glad it wasn't 4 minutes and 2 seconds long, if I'm being honest. Really solid songwriting, really solid vocal delivery. I like the production. The twang, you know, if you are faking the twang, I would lean into your natural voice only for one reason, and it's just feel like when you force an accent, it changes the way that your voice sounds. So that's the only thing, is like sometimes you might actually be a better singer or a better like whatever, like vocalist or whatever, if you don't try to do a specific accent, you just lean into your natural voice. Sometimes that's the only thing. Like that might be the only thing that I would say, is like that might make it a little bit easier just in general for a lot of the things that come with performing the music. But as far as tips for the rollout, like, again, just plan all of it before you get into it. You know what I mean? Like, figure out what your content looks like, figure out some social content, do pitches beforehand, make sure people are getting the pitches ahead of time. If you're uploading the song, make sure you upload it at least 4 to 8 weeks before it's coming out, so that you can do the Spotify for Artists pitch and all that stuff, and it'll get to the right places. And then data, you know what I mean? Like when you're doing your pitches, just make sure you're including all of that data on like what's happening for you. And if you're getting cosigns outside of it, or if you've gotten write-ups or press or playlists that make sense to pitch with, right? So it's just kind of making sure you compile all the information so you can tell the story to somebody else. But one of the things that I do try and tell artists a lot of times is like, when you guys are planning out like a rollout for a project, think about what the fucking theme of the project is and how you can bring that theme into content, right? So like, I got an artist I'm about to sign, the whole project's about being a first-generation immigrant in the U.S. One of the things I said to him was like, yo, bro, you could easily go just talk to other first-generation immigrants in this country and find out what their experience has been like. It creates a content series. It creates a type of content that's not just music promotion, that gives people a reason to connect to you and connect to this project in a way that they can like connect to on a personal level. You know what I mean? So it's like, sometimes I think figuring out what the story you're trying to tell is makes it easier to figure out what the content that you make around that is, and gives you alternative ways of pushing the music. Because like, as much as the performance-based content is important and you have to do it at this point, it's not the only thing that you need to make, and it's not the only thing that will help you connect with fans and make new fans. And there's just quite honestly so much performance-based content that exists out there now, it's oversaturated. So it is a key thing that you have to do, but you also have to be thinking about, how do people connect with me individually, personally, on a personal level, as a human being as well as an artist, because that's going to be the thing that'll keep them there and keep them coming back and keep them connected to you. So that's the thing that I would say is like, tips on rollout. Think about what the theme of the project is, figure out how you can make content based on that theme that isn't just performance-based content that will get people in because they fuck with the story and because they fuck with the theme of the project, right? So think about that stuff. Connection is everything. All right, let's get into this. We'll get into this rapid fire mode right now. The Fallout Demonic up first. Let us know what you think in the chat.
Data analysis. Nitrogen 65%.
Of course.
Radiation traces dangerous for...
So that's what I'm here for. You guys can ask whatever questions you want. You can also ask them in the Discord, and I'll always answer the questions in the Discord for you too. This is cool. Very like 1990s rave music. I feel like that's what they were going for. I could weirdly hear a vocalist on this too, but I like it as is.
We have no time to lose.
Oh, there is a vocalist on it. Yeah, if you want to, you can. That's up to you. My DJ had a mission. Yeah, Matrix vibes for sure. That's immediately what I thought of. Beastie Boys on this is schmez. Very industrial. I like the vocals. Screamo. I like the vocals too. They fit with the production style. I'm not mad at it. That is 60 seconds, unfortunately, though. The Fallout. Demonic, if you want to put your socials in the chat, feel free, so we can make sure we follow you as well. Make Believe, Renzor up next, man. I fuck with this artist. Super heavy. Out of the UK, out of Birmingham. It's been... bro, I think I just found you randomly as fuck, too. Like, truly. Yeah, vocals definitely aren't easy in that genre. I feel like I just found you randomly, bro, on, like, algorithmic shit. But I've been a fan since. Great voice, bro. Ren's on repeat. Go follow.
There's another way for you to make a change. I want these diamonds dancing wet. Let me make it rain.
It's really good.
And if you hear this music, better go insane.
You got such a good voice, and you just find the right pockets with these different type of production styles, man. I love you on the UK garage stuff. Honestly, like this more like up-tempo production, I feel like is maybe my favorite pocket you get into. You've got a really good voice. I would maybe love to hear more like ad-libs, more vocal layers as you continue to build. It's Rinz on repeat, R-I-N-Z on repeat. Rinzor. is the artist's name.
It's clear to see you're made for me.
And then last one was Demonic AZ. You can find here.
You already know my pronouns, him, so I can't hang
Demonic
with them.
Band on Instagram.
Yeah. Dreams on my back, speak with my chest. Don't know what food I got, but see all the cats, just know that it must be leng.
Such
And
a
the stack
vibe,
that I
bro.
got right now, the up when I blow, it's over for them. I'm that guy with the natural steez. Keep it real, don't need to pretend. Yeah.
Vocal could maybe come up in the mix just a touch so it sits on top of the production just a little bit more than it does at the moment. But I gotta say, bro, like, you have made me a fan of your music, like, pretty quickly. I think Angel is one of those songs that'll always really stand out to me from you as well. Like, it's just a really, really good sound overall, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. Again, I've started adding layers to my vocal and singing fire. Yeah, that's the only thing, is just kind of like, it's building out that space, you know what I mean? It's like, that's one of the things I talk about on here a lot, is like, just kind of building out that space around vocals to fill out the production a little bit more. But I mean, bro, like I said, like, I've become a fan of your music, like, really naturally, really organically, just from like algorithmically being fed it, and like that's a pretty good sign usually, honestly. Like, I listen to a lot of music. Sometimes I'll get the algorithmic shit and just be like, this isn't it. And even when I'm doing the monthly Discover playlist that I do, right, like, I'll save like 50 to 60 songs in that playlist and cut it down from 50 to 60 to like 30. So even then, like, I'm being really picky about the stuff that I cut and keep in that playlist. So like, to like, I don't say this to everybody all the time, but like, it is like a process. Like, I really like to like make sure I'm picking my absolute favorites when I make that playlist. And I'm listening to like literally a full month of those songs basically, right? And then coming back and picking my favorites. So like, for me, it's like, I don't know, like, it was a really natural thing to hear music and be like, yo, this is really cool, this stands out to me. So just keep up what you're doing, man. I can't wait to hear more. I'm super hyped that you're in this community and sending stuff in here too. It's nice. I like to hear stuff ahead of time, so it's like, it's really nice for me to get to hear it early. But just keep it up, bro. I really fuck with it. Picture postcard up next. This is October. Let us know what you think in the chat. Never mind, I can't play this because it's not out in my country yet. Picture postcard. If you can resubmit that really quickly, maybe with a private link, or just upload the file so I can listen to it, that'd be great. Sorry, I'm in the US, so I cannot play it yet. But if you want to, oh yeah, put the YouTube link in the chat. I'll play it next, okay?
$1,000 a
All right,
month.
Crazy White.
I didn't make this kind of money.
Or Craze White? I'm not sure. It's got to be Crazy White, surely. Thanks for nada. Beat's kind of crazy. Crazy W from Connecticut. All right.
Thanks for nada. RP nada. Go, but I'm a lion in the field. The empire.
Good voice.
I pray the streets get justice on them cowards stuffing shells in the beat.
Video's not available for me either. I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to send a private link. It's the fucking time zone shit, guys.
Feeling like I can't feel. Pills bring the feelings back. The fact I can't get in touch with you, I ain't feeling that. Cemetery visits, putting flowers on your gravesite. Life never easy, so it's
honestly, K Craze.
I just know it ain't right. Disloyalty, fake love, the sign of all costs.
Craze White.
All the same price, day night. I said, don't call me family and try to scam me, nigga. Hand bleeding from
Flow is hard. Yeah, fire, raw, real, great voice.
I can never hold no grudges. I got butterfingers.
It's my homie's album. It's my favorite song on there, but he's got a bunch. I do like this. The song's about my brother, RIP Nada. RIP to Nada, bro.
Dick riding other niggas ain't the littest hobby. Used to switch it probably. Can't worry about another person. Life got me running circles like
thank you,
Ricky
picture
Bobby.
postcard.
My life a movie, so pull a chair and just sit and watch me. Thanks for nothing, thanks for nada.
Crazy White followed. Hey man, look. Check the Rhyme right here is telling you to send this shit. So if you're in the chat, Craze, make sure you send it to Check the Rhyme. You can find him on Instagram and on Twitter. Check the Rhyme 1_ does playlists, also a music curator. Make sure you go send this, alright? This is an opportunity for you right now. So make sure you go send it here, okay? Yoso Roy, you're the one who sent this in. Make sure you send this over to Check the Rhyme as well, okay? Don't miss an opportunity. This guy's in the chat. He fucks with the song. Go send it, alright? Picture postcard, October, up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. Ooh. I don't know if you know this, but I love this type of music. Just tap in with Check the Rhyme and go send the music, because he fucks with it. He's also a music curator. This guy, Check the Rhyme 1. Go send him this music right now. Picture postcard. Craze White on Instagram. He has been quiet. He's been lurking in it, man. Picture Postcard Band on Instagram. All right, biggest feedback, right? Because I like the guitar tone. The only thing that I will say is the guitars are overpowering everything else in this mix. So while I do like it, I want to hear more of the vocal. I want to hear more of the drums than I'm getting. But the guitar tone is perfect. And I love music in this space. So just know that I'm a fan of it overall. But the reason that I wouldn't playlist this is the mix. So I would just make sure you want to... Dreamo / shoegaze is a crazy... Dreamo is a crazy... I love that one. I agree, but it's typical for the genre, more shoegaze. For shoegaze, yeah. But I do think it's still about the balance, and at this point, the balance is still heavily in favor of the guitars. And because they're so big and heavy already, it's like the vocal is like non-existent right now, which like is fine. But I do think if you cut them up just a tiny bit and bring guitars down a touch, and I'm just saying like very little, like not like 10 dBs, 5 dBs, like literally like 2 or 3. You know what I mean? And just to make a tiny bit more space for the vocal and the drums, that's it. I do really like this a lot. I just think a little bit more balance in the mix will help it reach a wider audience than just people who only listen to shoegaze, if that makes sense. I'm gonna follow you guys though, because it's cool. The dreamy like feeling to the vocals is really nice. Don't lose that. I just wish I could hear a tiny bit more of the vocals than I do right now, and a tiny bit more of the drums than I do right now. Like, it's fucking close, though. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying it's, like, very slight margins. It's not big. It's pretty cool. I low-key wish there was a scream in there as well, because I'm definitely, like, a screamo fan in general. I do love this, like, overall, love the sound. The only thing, it's, like, such a fucking, like, it's just a personal thing. I kind of low-key wish there was a scream in there. It kind of, like, reminds me of Under Oath a little bit, like, this aspect. There is a scream in the end. Ah, fuck. All right, just, can you do me a favor as well? Make sure that's in my release calendar for tomorrow, because I will be going back and listening to stuff tomorrow morning when it's out. After I get through like my pitch follow-ups for the song we have coming out tomorrow, like I'll be doing my own playlist. So put it in my release calendar. I don't actually need a link to, well, you could send me a link to the song because it's out for you. But I'll go check myself in the morning and I'll go listen to the rest of it as well and go back and check out that scream because I was hoping for a scream. So now that I know there's a scream, I have to listen to it. Orbit, Venus and Boy from Mars up next. Different vibe, how to pitch to mainstream artists like SZA. There's a couple different ways. You know what I mean? Like finding their A&R at the label is one. Sending it to management if you can get to them is one. Finding their publishing A&R is another one. I would say that label A&R is probably the best way, in all honesty, especially if they're taking songs. So that would be one thing to figure out. You can usually find that in the album credits of projects. Yeah, make something hot on your own, they'll reach out to you is also fair. This is really cool. I don't know that I hear SZA singing this necessarily, versus like maybe some other R&B artists that kind of are in that space. It's like I kind of hear it, I kind of don't. Pretty solid though. I like that you incorporated both of your names into the songwriting. See, like, and other people do his SZA. It's all going to be dependent on the A&R and the artist at the end of the day, so. Beat_Venus Goddess on Instagram. Really solid songwriting again, though. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we'll play the last 4 before we hit a raid. pretty cool. Like, it's a really cool song. It's well written. It's good production, too. There's moments where I can hear SZA, right? Like, right here. Hear it, totally. The production maybe is the thing that doesn't quite feel like SZA in this current state. Check the rhyme. You have a good weekend, bro. I'm gonna send you a link to that Marshall song in the morning. So sorry in advance for the fucking third text about it. You guys gotta trim these files. You got another minute on the end of this of silence, man. Make sure you cut your fucking shit down at the end of it. You gotta bring that session to the end of the fucking file. I felt like the best way to break into a situation when you can pitch shift to mainstream artists is try to develop your own artist. That is one way. I don't know. It's just making connections, man. It's like making connections and building relationships with people who are in that space and like who work with those artists. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's probably the best thing you can do is just like, if you are real, like specific. Nah, we got 4 songs left because I'm at the end of stream. I got like 3 minutes left on the clock, and we're doing free skips right now, so it's only like 60 to 90 seconds of each song. If you want to submit something though, just put it in right now. I'll try and listen to it. Sorio, left to right. Let us know what you think in the chat. Yeah, if you want to submit something, just let me know your artist name. I'll do it for free right now. Or you can wait until Monday. We'll have more people in at the beginning of the chat on Monday if you want to do it then. It's up to you. Oh. I kind of weirdly like this. That's fine. You can submit it on YouTube. I mean, this is... I don't have any problems with this at all. Like, there's things that I think could be better. This artist is mad early on, so like, it's a pretty solid start for this style of music. Also, for this style of music, I don't know that it needs to be super polished necessarily. Nah, if you can submit in Nero, that'd be great. Just use this link in the chat. And then just let me know when you put it in there. You can tell me your artist name. I'll go find it, okay? Sorio333 on Instagram. Yeah, I'm kind of not mad at that. So Da Vinci introversion. The mix could be a little bit more balanced, but it just comes with time and practice. So Da Vinci, introversion. Let us know what you think in the chat.
They say time it is everything. Hey, I just want to talk my shit. I just want to talk my shit. Hey, Sean, can you turn me up? I just want to talk my shit. Hey, I just want.
Biggest thing for me here is vocal mix already. Really only on that intro section. When you get into the actual raps, it sounds pretty good. Conviction in the delivery. I like that.
You don't want none of that. Took some losses, I honor that. Yeah, you look how you fun with it. Let you lie, you have fun with it. Let you hate, I ain't studying that. See my main change, and that's the same. It ain't no coming back. My back against the wall. I promise. It's kind of tough. Changing toppers for my dog. VVS's for my bro. Outsiders, we beat them all. You know I got my squad involved. I got heavy on the go. Fuck around and take you.
I kind of like how this video went from dressing room to like performance. It's like nice to see the progression of like an artist getting ready for a video than being in the video. And that's a nice way to approach it. Out of Georgia.
From Lawrence County to Queens, where I do my thing. From the 478 to the 214, better know my name. Ringing if we playing for the green.
What's this song called?
For the team, I draw the play and call my own.
Introversion? Yeah, I'm gonna save this.
Talking top 5, you named it me. Bitch, I'm everything I claim to be. And it's the young David Ruff. I'm the only one they came to see. I'm putting on and brought the gang.
All right, I will say not the most groundbreaking lyrically, but at the same time, this shit's just kind of hard, bro. It's fun to listen to. It sounds good. You got a good delivery style. You got a good voice. There's really nothing wrong with it. I mean, like, it is a very specific type of song with a very specific type of feeling, and it feels good. You know what I mean? So, like, that's the only thing I could say. I think it's harder to push songs like that in general, just because it's maybe a little less niche, but at the same time, I enjoyed it. So, I like that. Shmez.
The work of a critic is
Not Jacques Passegian. Wait, so are you Jacques Passegian? Because I've listened to you before if you are.
a position over those who offer up their
Why did you say not? Why did you say not Jacques Passegian? Are you actually Jacques Passegian? I'm so confused. Yeah, we know Jacques, bro. We've listened to Jacques in here before he's sick. I don't know if you knew that or not. So you produced this. Why are you gonna sit in the chat and be like, oh bro, I'm gonna kill the vibe? This is hard, dude. I like this a lot. Why try to downplay how good you are? Proud_Shmez, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, fam. This is great. Pac-Man Dre was good, bro. I'm about to finish my stream right now. We're almost done. This is beautiful. A little quiet, but beautiful. Yeah, Rin says this is fire too, bro. Sorry, don't get in the chat and be like, oh man, I'm not as good as you. Bro, this is great. You're doing great work. I've been producing for like 2 years, so I'm nervous as shit. Don't be nervous, bro. You got it. This is great. Could be a little bit louder. That's it. You know what I mean? But that's a mixed master thing. Instrumentation-wise, it's really nice. You create a really, really nice kind of like... Yeah, don't be nervous at all, bro. You're talented. This is really cool. It's got a really nice feeling to it, so it's warm and it's inviting. It's everything you want, like alternative R&B to be. This is a very specific type of music, and I fuck with it, man. Prod_Shmez on Instagram. Come on, bro. It's cool arrangement too. All of these dropouts it's just like really solid arrangement. Good shit, dude. Send me more. He's in Knots, bro. He's in Nottingham. Not far. You guys are close. Jay Griffey up next. Come on. Look at that. Jay Griffey, a great song for the beach and to wake up to in the morning. Jay Griffey, I wasn't expecting this from you at all after the last song we listened to. Bagman. I'll do yours as well, fuck it. Put it in my release calendar if you just dropped as well. Living in Cardiff at the minute though, yeah. That's right, you said that. Griffey, this is cool as fuck, bro. I don't know if he's still in here, but this is also really dope.
My life got tossed around like it was spirit cargo. I was lost until I found a way to take the high road. Now I'm on.
Oh, I love Bakar. I love Bakar, Rins. Don't put it in the Discord. Put it in my release calendar. It's in my link in bio. You can put your music in there as soon as it's scheduled. I will check myself. This is sick, man. Griffey on Instagram. Bruh, I'm gonna be keeping up. If you got releases coming up, let me know. I will be supporting. This shit feels good. It's got a really nice feel to it. Don't Go, Dragon by Cam. One more song after this from Pac-Man Dre. And then I'm gonna take you guys on a raid. Bruh, Bakar is so good. I love his music. It's beautiful. This is why I'm saying, like, I'm such a huge fan of artists from the UK just generally. Like, they all just, like, hit for me. Okay, Cam. Things that can improve. Vocal mix. Turn it up. It's a little quiet. Tuning could use a little bit of work. Just a little bit more finesse, a little bit more polishing to get into the right key. Moments where it feels slightly off with the production here. That's it. It doesn't feel like this is quite keyed properly, I gotta be honest. Beat is kind of a vibe. I like the kind of like area vocals in the background. The one thing I would really think about is the vocal mix a little bit more, layering, and the tuning of it, right? Or sorry, the loudness leveling. Sorry, not layering. Leveling and the key, like the tuning. That was the thing that kind of like caught my ear the most there. But the vocal was a little quiet. That's the first thing that I would kind of point to is the vocal being a little quiet. All right, Pac-Man Dre.
If you put it on me, gon' get toxic, baby.
Same thing here, Dre, honestly, tuning on this one. I don't know that it feels like it's properly in key with what's happening with the production. And that's probably the biggest thing that I could point out here. All right, guys. A great stream. Let's see who's on right now for us to go raid. Big Duck, my boy. Okay, so we haven't raided in a couple days because Big Duck's not been on. But we're gonna go raid Big Duck after this. So if you are around, if you're up, if you're looking for another place to send you music, I'm gonna take you to Big Duck's community. He's great. I fuck with his community super heavy. I fuck with him really heavy. Definitely one of my favorite streamers in the music space, I think. But overall, amazing stream tonight. If you guys don't follow, make sure you go follow me on socials. What's happening here? What is happening here? Okay, I can't do anything in the chat for some reason. Let me see if I can pull it back. Okay, so yeah, if you don't follow me on socials, go do that. Go follow us on Kayvan's house. Go join the Discord. Community playlist is going to open up again next week, so make sure you tap in. We also have a community playlist update coming in the next couple of days. And like I said, we're going to go raid Big Duck Energy Music. So tap in. Make sure you keep... I got New Music Friday playlist coming tomorrow, so keep your eyes open for that. That's it, man. New content series next week. Super hype about it as well, so keep your eyes open for that. Very excited to launch this new content series. I think you guys are going to like it a lot. Thank you for a great stream. We're out. Be safe. Have a great weekend. Go stream Masho, Eyesore when it drops tonight. Pre-save Vero, wrong place, wrong timing. Peace. We'll leave you guys with some songs we found from Twitch right now before we head over to Big Duck's stream. But if you're in the chat, come on this raid with us. You're going to have a good time, I promise. If you're with us on YouTube, thank you for being here. Sorry, I'm not always paying attention to the chat over there. Great stream tonight. Have a good one, guys. Be safe. Have a great weekend. We're going on this raid right now.
This is what you wanna see. Y'all can villainize, I'ma be the beast. You're the politician, that's a game to me. Bitch, I'm backing up all of these cracking these factions are actually pissing me off. Complacent, insane, it's all about us. How the fuck am I thinking, start jerking me off? Since the truth to reality, packing up family, stuck on my steel in your jaws. Fuck up my culture and state of living, never made a killer till I'm killing you all. Big boy deep in the south, got a mouth and a mind, say sorry for none. Big boy deep